Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Okay, good evening everyone, and this is PW, and we are back for another round of the Full Gas Racing League Senna Division. Tonight, the one and only Las Vegas. Cars pelting down the strip at over 210 miles an hour. Some insanely fast-paced, close wheel-to-wheel racing, which I'm sure is going to lead to more than one incident. It's a street circuit. Tight barriers, 20 corners, and 2 DRS straights, the most notorious one being down the strip itself, over a mile in length, and probably one of the longest DRS straights in the calendar, hence why coming out of that chicane at the end of Sector 2, critical. I mean, in terms of wing setups, there's a decent amount of wings to be run here, with the tight bendy turns, especially with sector 1 and 2, and sometimes you have to think, is it worth the loss in those sectors to be faster in the DRS straights, most specifically in sector 3, which is pretty much full gas. Touche. It's full gas for the entire sector besides 2 turns. So it's about finding that nice little balance. We have got the drivers just joining the lobby now, and we should be getting going in about 5-10 minutes. Let's have a look at the league table whilst we're having a look, and it is close at the top. Wow, it is close at the top. Nick currently on 199 points. That's Nick LM50. Grimmy in second on 190, just 9 points behind. Convicted Wolf 184. Miko 181. Big D 175.5. So just 23.5 points separating the top 5, and with 35 points available for a win, will we have a new championship leader at the end of this evening? Nick will be doing his absolute best in the Mercedes not to, but we will see. His teammate being one of his title contenders, things could get heated. In 6th, Audi on 161 points, and then Notorious in the Kick Sauber on 131. Continue it down. We've got Mushroom Kingdom on 112 in 8th place. Tin Man 104. Rotti as well on 104. Jack L 2096 points, Riot L on 71, Todged on 57, and Thomas Jones, who joined us I believe only last week, on 16, having scored that on his debut. In terms of constructors, it's Mercedes all the way, nearly a 100 point lead over Alpine in second and McLaren in third, but that's where the battle is for second in the constructors. You got Alpine on 288, McLaren on 279.5, and Haas on 257. Haas have got Ginaldi representing them today. Hopefully we'll see another Haas driver joining. I think that is Jack L, so hopefully he'll be joining us shortly. And yeah, 7 constructors in at the moment. Williams on 265th, Sauber on 188, and Red Bull on 183 and last. Can the Red Bull drivers of Mushroom Kingdom and Rael improve the situation for the Red Bull team currently sitting rock bottom of the constructors? We will find out. So Las Vegas, one of my favourite tracks personally, and absolutely love it. We are, the tight, twisty turns, so much potential to make a mistake. But I just love street circuits on this game. Didn't previously, but I'm loving Las Vegas. And as always, it's a short 18-minute qualifying with a 50 race, which here at Las Vegas equates to 25 laps. What sort of time are we expecting? I mean, for me, I think 129s for pole is not going to be impossible. We have got some very fast drivers here in the Discord, so I definitely see that being possible. But quali pace and race pace, two very different things, and it's just one mistake, and whoever that driver could be, well, then could end up in the wall, a huge crash. Who knows? So the drivers all need to be very wary of each other, where they go for their moves, not being too aggressive, and then it will come down to pure pace. Hopefully it's not a wet race. If anyone watching the stream is racing tonight, please do let me know. Great. Las Vegas in the rain, just something, it's just not the same. It just isn't, because I think those DRS straights, specifically the one in Sector 3, just brings that high octane pace to this race. So it'd be a shame if we do have rain. Hopefully we don't. And yeah, just a heads up, guys. Won't be any comms next week on Stuart or Senna. I unfortunately have to work. My rota does change every week, so I'm hoping to be back in a couple of weeks. But great to be back for this Senna Division Round 8, halfway through the season, and the championship now is hotting up with 7 races to go after this one. Who will be our champion here in the Senna Division? Can Notorious come back and put up a battle for the to retain his title here in the Senna Division? We will find out. It's still a long way to go, a couple of months, and anything can happen. And like the great Mario Walker used to say, in Formula 1, it usually does. So, we'll see. Message. Hello, Rutty. Hope you're doing alright, mate. And yeah, currently just a couple of minutes away. Yep, drivers will now be readying up to go into the lobby for qualify. Excuse me, sorry guys, it's been a very long day. I've only actually had 1 hour sleep, so if you do hear me yawning, I do apologise. Hey Roy, always good to see you pop on the stream, mate. Glad you're okay. Hoping to see some good racing today and see where you can put my favourite Alpine. Saying that, but I might have to find a new team, because my favourite driver, Abby Pulling, has left the Alpine Academy, so I may just have to find a new team to support. Yeah, but I'll always love my Alpine drivers here, Convicted Wolf and Rotti, 2 great guys. Yeah, so wishing them all the luck for this race, and I'm sure they're gonna rep Alpine well, like all the drivers will. It's a great quality league, good quality drivers, and always clean, good action here in the Full Gas Racing League. So, and here we go. see what this will bring. Looking at that grandstand and that strip, going past Caesar's Palace, the Bellagio, wow, just would be great to see one day in real life. It's not like they don't have enough hotel rooms. Who knows, maybe if I won the lottery. Sorry guys. Okay. It's a night race which just adds a little bit more to it. And let's get some data up. Who will be our first driver on track? 15 drivers in the lobby. Fantastic. And just waiting for the first drivers to come out now. Who would that be? Let's take a nice look at the garage. Thanks so much to all the guys who are tuning in. I hope you do enjoy my comms as always. We've got a Red Bull out. Is that a Red Bull? Yes. No, that is other way. A Williams. So that is gonna be Tom, maybe? Thomas and Todged coming out now. We've also got Miko out in the Mercedes. Okay. Two drivers not wanting to get too close to one another, I think, you know. This is a warm-up lap. It is an out lap, you know. I think Miko is eyeing getting past Tom, so that he's the first driver to take the lap. We'll see. But yeah, drivers got their setups quick on, so we've got a few drivers out on track now. Yep, we've got 4 drivers out on track. Todged and Amph as well in the Aston Martin. And Miko backing off, so Thomas Jones will be the first driver to take the checkered flag and start his flying lap. We'll compare times between Tom and Miko throughout the lap. We'll sit on board with the Williams driver, Thomas Jones. So Miko, one of our championship contenders, and I'm seeing a very stopped Sauber. I'm thinking that's Todged. That is Todged. But here comes Tom Jones. I'm not getting tired of that. And we're going. Miko not that far behind the Williams driver. We'll get a little bit of a slipstream from that. So let's have a look. What can Tom and Miko produce? Through sector 1, down the DRS straight, wings open, rear wing open, and don't want to use too much DRS down here. You've got, it's not, I feel like you can utilise it more in other parts of the track. And, oh, my apologies, I did not catch, so it was a 26.1 for Miko, which was a purple sector 1, and 26.3 for Thomas. So 2/10 difference now as we head down towards the fast right left-handers where Lando Norris so famously came off a couple of years back. And where is this going to put Tom? Where are we looking at? 56.24, 55.6, our 6/10 of a second difference between the two drivers. So Tom Jones may be the first to get through the line, but I think unless Miko makes a mistake, Miko will be taking provisional pole. We've got an Aston Martin. I want to say that's Amph. We will sit on board with Amph in just a moment. Tom getting a little bit of curb coming into turn 18, and now down full pelt. Miko harvesting, but we're going to see the two basically cross in sync, and Miko 1.6 seconds ahead of Thomas Jones. Really gained a good amount of time through that last sector, about a second. That how big the difference is in this slipstream. What can Amph produce here in the Aston Martin? Is he going to go pole? No, he's not. It's going to be 132.426. Now Todged is coming through. What can the kick sabre driver produce? 137, 132.762. Rossi is out in sector 2. Rael is coming through the last few turns. We'll sit on board with Red Bull driver. And down towards turn 20. Full pelt. Not letting off the throttle at all. And it's going to be the 132s. 132.009. Currently good enough for 4 seconds. But quite a distance behind first Miko, a second ahead of anyone else right now. That is incredible. Rotti is in sector 3 as well. He is just coming up, but I think this is not going to be, this is not a fast lap, this is a warm-up lap. So who's behind Rotti? That is a Mercedes, and Rotti has binned it into, that would be Miko, who will be coming in for a pit. We've got a Williams on track. That also would be Tom Jones, and we've got a few people on laps now. Where we're about, Jack is in sector 3, so on board with Jack in the Haas, coming down that Las Vegas strip, utilising that the ERS wing open. What can the Haas driver, where can he put his car? Bit of a lock up there, a lot of curb. That is a lot of curb. Notorious is out of qualifying. He's lost it at the end of the DR straight, and Notorious will be starting at the back of the grid for Las Vegas. 133.644 from Jack. We got, who else have we got? We got Tin Man on lap. Let's sit on board with Tin Man Todgered. Right, I don't think anyone else has set a time, but let's sit on board with Tin Man. He is coming down again the ship. Few drivers on track right now. We've got a couple coming out the pits. Notorious will be devastated with that. Not being able to set a time. Lot of curb there for Tin Man coming into turn 18. But nice line out. As we head down towards turn 20. And what can the McLaren driver produce here? That is full for 132.586. How about Convicted Wolf? He is in sector 2. We've also, I think he's the only driver on a fast lap right now. But let's have a look at Jack. Is he on a fast lap? He might be trying to improve his time. I don't think so. Nope, he is not. So we're on board with Convicted Wolf. Yes. Only all we've got is Rinaldi. He has just started his flying lap. So 26.845 for Convicted Wolf. Rinaldi getting out the way. So let's have a look at Grimmy. 26.17 temps up on Convicted Wolf. 56.8 through sector 2. And heading down that strip to turn 18. A lot of curb, and that's an invalidation. Lucky not to put it in the wall there. Sit on board with Grimmy. It's coming around sector 2 now. Catching a bit of curb, but nothing, affected his getting out that turn. And 55.813 purple sector 2. Is the Williams driver about to take provisional pole? Currently no one getting near Miko. What a last sector that was. We've got Nick and Mushroom Kingdom on laps as well. Lovely lines there by Grimmy. Not barely any curb coming through turn 18. How much time that can save. What is this Williams driver going to produce here? It's going to be in the 131s. 131.978. Big D has just started. Who else are we? We've got Convicted Wolf at 36. That seems slow. Sit on board with Nick. Let's sit on board with Nick, our championship leader. Can he put that car anywhere near Miko? When I look, oh, that's a lot of curb, but gets out the corner clean of 54.996. As we head down towards turn 18, full throttle here. The Mercedes driver already harvesting. This could really affect him. We will see what he's capable of whilst harvesting. A bit of curb there, but a decent line out of turn 19. And what is it going to produce here? This is going to be interesting. 131, 119, 199. That was a good lap there. We've got Convicted Wolf about to start a lap. Mushroom Kingdom goes 5th behind his teammate. Rotti coming through the last couple of turns. And it's Big D just down the road. What's Big D going to produce here? 131.593. And a 133.152. So Big D goes fed. Rotti 11th. So far all the drivers here have now set a lap, but Ginaldi about to come across with his actual flying lap, and we're going to be looking in the 132s, 893 on the mediums. Convicted Wolf, let's sit on board with David for his lap. And what can the Alpine driver produce here? He's about 9 seconds, 3 up with his teammates, but that was an ease lap. 56.658. And respectable sector 2 there from the Alpine driver. Heading down that strip, ERS utilisation and DRS wing wide open. Harvesting a bit now toward into the corner. This line is critical. Beautiful there from Convicted Wolf. Not an ounce of curb. As we head down to turn 20, where is this going to put the Alpine driver? It's going to be in the 133s maybe? 133.855. Improves his time, not his position. So we've got Miko on a lap. I mean, that was an incredible lap. We've got Big D. I think is he going to be pitting? I would hope so. Miko a 10.5 up on his time. Todged currently 400ths down on his. Tom Jones just crossed the line. Did not improve on his time. So let's set on board with Miko. See what he can do. Will he be the first driver to go with sub 131? Can anyone stop these Mercedes drivers? Wow, 1, 2 in the 131s, low 131s, and Miko 3 temps up on sector 2. Does he still have that battery to maintain his time in sector 3, or potentially improve on it? Okay, a lot of curb there. That was a slow exit out of turn 19. Where's this going to put Miko? Is he going to improve on his time? No, he does not. He lost it. Lost it in sector 3. That did look like a bad line. Tom, where is he? He's 10th up, 10.5 up through sector 2. And with 5 minutes left to go here at qualifying, what can the Williams driver produce here? He is harvesting. And that is a lot of curb. That was a lot of curb there. Lucky to keep it out of the barrier. Very small margin for error here. And he ducks into the pits to get a fresh set of tyres on. Rotti is on a lap. And Convicted Wolf is coming into the pits. So I think we're about to see a whole lot of action. I think we are, yep. I think Rotti also going into the pits. We got Miko on a lap. I think this is an in-lap. Yeah, this is an in-lap for the Mercedes driver. I think this grid is about to blow up. So we've got Amph and Tin Man. Who's first? Amph is about just starting his lap now. So let's sit on board with the Aston Martin driver. Can he improve his current 7th position? He only needs to find half attempt to pit Mushroom Kingdom. But I think he's going to be eyeing his eyes. I think he'd have been disappointed with that lap. Amph, one of our regulars in the Stewart division. Definitely at the top, I believe, has even got a win this season in the Stewart division. Let's see what can he produce here. Nice late braking into the chicane, and let's have a look at the line. I believe it's to be turn 10. Oh, coming down towards the end of sector 2. Tin Man has just started his fast lap. 3 tenths up in sector 1. 7 3/4 of a second up in sector 2. This is going to be putting him into Big D territory. What about Tin Man? Currently a tenth down on his time. What can Amph do? This is going to be where it is critical. But right now, yeah, we're looking at Big D territory. Not a little bit good, but probably a bit more than he would have liked. But as we head down through turns 18, 19 down to turn 20, where is this going to put the Aston Martin driver? Third, 131, 586, pipping Big D by 7 thousandths of a second. Tin Man, a tenth down. Tudged coming up to some traffic. Hopefully they can get out of his way. They do very respectfully. Tin Man. Okay, Tudged. Where is Tudged in sector 1? 15 thousandths down. Not too bad, not too bad. A little bit of a lock up there from Tin Man, and that was quite a tight exit. We'll definitely run wide out of turn 18 into 19. Can he improve here? The McLaren driver? No, he cannot. So let's get on board with Tudged, who's coming through sector 2. Definitely a lot more available there into that turn, but he is basically quid pro quo with his previous time. What can he achieve? Big D still in the pits, everyone else on out laps or fast laps. Tom Jones has just started his. We'll stick on board with Tudged for now. And Tudge has binned it. He's binned it. He will have damage. It is not a retirement, but he has binned it into turn 18. Tom Jones 14 thousandths up in sector 1 on his time. And I'm wondering if that attempt again, essentially from the McLaren, might have cost Tom some time there. Convicted Wolf on a lap as well. Tom currently we're a tenth and a half up. He needs, that's going to pip him on Tin Man. It's going to get in close to Mushroom Kingdom, who's also on a lap. He's just started his. What about Convicted Wolf? 10th up in sector 1. Nick has just started his final lap. Want to pay attention to that one as well. Nice line there for Tom. Coming through turn 19 and we're at crunch point. Where is this going to put the Williams driver? 8th, he does pip Tin Man. So who was next? Let's sit on board with Convicted Wolf. He's half a tenth up through sector 2. Tom Jones has retired from the session. What will this do for Convicted Wolf? Can he improve? He needs half a second to be up with Jack, and he does improve on time. He does not improve on position. Convicted Wolf really struggling today here at Vegas on the strip circuit. Nick to a quarter of a second down, and he will not get another go. Big D has just started his lap. Amph 3 tenths up in sector 2. Where is this going to put him? So close to Nick, so close to Nick. Miko is 2 tenths up in sector 1, 4 tenths up in sector 2. Big D, 1,000th down in sector 1. Grimmy, 3 tenths up in sector 3. This will put him kind of towards Big D territory. Right. Mushroom Kingdom bells out of his lap, 17 thousandths for him. Grimmy, let's sit on board with you. You're going to be the next to finish. And the Williams having to harvest. He's utilised his DRS capabilities, and can he improve? Yes, he does. He pips Big D, who is now coming down sector 3. And we'll wait to see how does he take turns 18 and 19. A few tenths will help him here. The Mercedes has crossed the line of Miko, not improving on his time. That was a beautiful line there from our Austria winner, Big D. And down to the last turn, full throttle, and 131.496, good enough for fourth. Couple of attempts behind Amph. We've got Convicted Wolf on a lap. Nope, he is coming into the pits. That is qualifying, guys. That is qualifying. So Miko, it's a Mercedes lockout on the front row. Miko and Nick. 1-2, Amph just 14 thousandths behind Nick, our championship leader. Big D in 4th, Grimmy 5th, Ryan 6th, Tin Man 7th, Mushroom Kingdom 8th, Thomas Jones 9th, Shenality 10th, Rotti 11th, Todger 12th, Jack 13th, Convicted Wolf will start in 14th, and Notorious having that early retirement in quali will start at the back of the grid in 15th position, but that is qualifying for round 8 of the Senna division here in the Full Gas Racing League. There will be a short break, guys, before we get going, so let's just run that down again. Miko and Nick locking out the front row of the grid. Row 2, Anthem, Big D, Grimmy and Rael. Row 3, Row 4, Tin Man and Mushroom Kingdom. Row 5, Thomas Jones and Shanudi. 11th and 12th, Row 6, Rotti and Tudged. Row 7, Jack and Convicted Wolf and Notorious. Row 8, 15th place. Can the Kick Sauber driver progress up the field? He'll be determined to do so after that mishap in quali. Like I said, so easy to make a mistake, as we saw a few drivers do. How many drivers will finish this race pushing hard in quali? Let's see if they can get a clean race without any crashes. I think unlikely. We will see. So, can our title chasers close the gap on Nick? That is going to be the question today. I think that's going to be a question until it happens. Nick's had a stellar season so far in that Mercedes. 2 wins at least, to my knowledge. And both on races I didn't do comms on. Tells about that, mate. But who knows? Under the lights of Las Vegas, there's MGM Grand and the Bellagio in the background. Can he win a Senna race on stream? Starting second, very good opportunity to do so, but his teammate will not make it easy for him. They're both contending for the title. Even this early on, you know, we might be only on round 8, but when it's this close, nobody wants to give away points or like to help their teammate out, especially if they're battling that teammate, like we saw with Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton back in 2007, ultimately leading to Kimi Räikkönen taking his only and Ferrari's last world title. It is crazy to think 20 years nearly since Ferrari have won a driver's world title. Just how dominant Red Bull and Mercedes have been. I mean, we're looking at 4 for Sebastian Vettel, 7 for Lewis Hamilton, 4 for Max Verstappen. So, I mean, that's the vast majority of the last 15 years. Nico Rosberg for Mercedes as well. Can Ferrari start now with the newest addition of Lewis Hamilton to their team, and with the reg changes next year? Will we see the Parisian horse back on top? It was close in the constructors last season to McLaren, going down to the final race, but who knows? Will we see the Parisian horse back on top anytime soon? We won't hear because there are no Ferrari drivers, but yes, that's me waffling on. I do that when I'm tired. So guys, hope everyone is enjoying the stream so far. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day for the race. It looks like no rain, fantastic. A lot of action down at the hour straight, I imagine. And we are going to be readying up now, guys. As always, there will be a formation lap. Let's have a look at tyre selections. Shinudi and Conviction Wolf both opted to start on the harder compounds, with everyone else on the mediums. No one wanting to with the softs. I like the softs here. I find the life to be pretty decent. I'm never a fan of starting an online league race on the hards. I think I've made that clear very often. And just that early safety car aspect, you know, not even early, but mid-race, say like lap 8 to 11, it makes it impossible to change unless you really want to deal with some serious tyre wear towards the end of the race. Miko wanting to get his race underway, he is pushing. Is this going to be indicative of his intentions in the race today? One would hope so. That turn there, turn 16. I think that does count as turn 16. Definitely 15. And this may count as turn 16. But no. 18, 19, 17, yeah, 16. And as we see it now, medium hard or medium hard, the recommended tyre strategies from AWS. About lap 11, pit off the mediums. And we are now heading down the back end of sector 3. The drivers will shortly line up on the grid. Anthem Big D have been disqualified for contact, I would imagine. So they will be starting on cold tyres. Oops. And we've got Nook. So the drivers now getting onto the grid are setting themselves up in a prime spot. A lot of drivers out of position here. Tom Jones not setting in the grid slot properly. Noto is coming in now, and a lot of people unable to set into their grid spot today. Our nerves start to kick in, so here we go. And we go here at Las Vegas for the Senna Division Round 8, heading down towards turn 1. Nick defense from Amph. The two Mercedes holding. We've got a yellow flag, and that's a Haas. That's Shinudi. Schnoody, one of the drivers starting on the hards, and has he got damage is my question. No, he does not. So let's get back with the action, thank goodness, for the driver who chose to start on the hards. Not many changes here from what I'm seeing, but we've got a decent battle here. We've got, looks like Tom Jones is around. Yep, Tom Jones around. A lot of action in this middle pack. Jack falling behind. Notorious already up 7 places. Wow. What a start from the Kick Sauber driver. But he's going to have some work to do to get onto this DRS train, the top 6. Well, what will be a DRS train in about a lap's time. We've got Convicted Wolf past Rotti and Tin Man. And a bit of a DRS train is going to be opening up behind Mushroom Kingdom. Can Notorious get the move done on Jack Owl? As we see Miko and Nick are battling. Nick utilising probably his ERS there to get the move done on his teammate and taking the lead. As we head down towards the back end and the end of lap 1 of 25 here at Vegas. Ryo and Amph and Big D. Amph and Big D fighting. This is going to be tight. Who's going to get the better exit out of turn 3? The first DR straight, and Amph has got Grimmy on the inside. Is he going to take 5th? Yes, he does. He gets the move done. Notorious is past Jack 2.5 seconds down the road. We've got Tin Man and Tom Jones in the pits. And the 2 Mercedes just pulling away. The guys battling behind them and just cannot keep up with the Mercedes here. Ryo now 1.5 seconds, and he's going to be at the peril of Big D, Grimmy and Amph coming the end of his turn. Anyone too keen to get the move done before that turn, thankfully. But Miko goes to the outside. The Mercedes down the back straight in sync with one another. Miko does get the move done. Does Nick tuck back in? Yes, he does. And Rye holding off here. Must be utilising a lot of ERS. But Big D on the inside. And the McLaren driver gets that move done. Some serious... Rise in the wall. Rise in the wall. There's got to be... It was not damaged there. Wow, that is insane. But Rye just dropped from 3rd to 6th, getting a bit out of shape in turn 19. Grimmy and Amph alongside one another. Notorious with the fast lap. He's up with his train now, and he is on the back of Ryo, determined to make up for that mistake in quali. But these 2 Mercedes drivers working together so brilliantly to make sure the others cannot catch. They're battling hard. Notorious now on the inside of Ryo. There's contact. Rye did not... That was not much space left there by Rye. And Notorious... I don't know what happened there. There's definitely a ghosting situation. I don't know if I'm lacking, guys. I do apologise. But what I'm seeing is Notorious and Rye battling hard. Going through one another. Literally. Who? Back to... I want to see. We've got Mushroom Kingdom and his brother Convicted Wolf battling currently 11th position. Hodged up to 1040 in 9th. Jack 8th. Some good position gains here, but yep, Notorious up 9 places. Conviction will show much better race pace here than quali pace. And the Alpine driver pulling away from his brother has... Yes, Mushroom Kingdom has got damage. Is he going to pit? We've got Notorious and Rye battling once again. There's definitely contact between the 2 drivers. No damage there for Notorious, but Rye connecting with the wall again out of turn 19. Jack right on the back of his battle. Amph is within DRS range now. Amph setting the fastest lap and now has brought this top 5 into a DRS train. Once again, Notorious on the inside. Rye slip. A bit of a slip out of turn 1. Can Notorious defend into turn 4 here? He goes into the inside. He's He's going to make Rye go around the outside. He gets the move done even before the turn. So this top 4 is picking up. Grimmy unable to keep the pace here. Does the Williams driver have damage? No, he does not. The pace of these front 4 no, is just incredible. Nick and Miko have swapped positions. Nick now in front. Is this going to be the time when Nick needs to drop the hammer and try to get that gap over his teammate and total rival? Ryan Notorious still battling. Getting a much better exit out of turn 16. And Tom Jones is out. It looks like it may be a pit lane retirement. Oh, we're gonna go. Are we going to go 3 wide here? Jack trying to get the move. He's got slipstream on both of them, and Jack from 8th to 6th. Notorious maintaining 7th, but Jack just got an amazing exit there, and up 2 places right down to 8th. But this top 4, wow. Nick still first, Miko second, and third. Big D fourth. These guys are pushing. Again, these guys are battling fisticuffs. Can Notorious keep that position? It's looking like it. Rye's falling back. Notorious does hold 6th going into turn 4. We've got Gloomy kind of in a land of his own. But wow, look at how close these guys are. Oh, wow. Convicted Wolf is in the pits. Must have damage. He'll be going on to the hards for the remainder of the race. I imagine they can go the distance, but they're going to be killing. And these Mercedes drivers pushing this race on. Miko withstanding heavy pressure from Big D behind him. And Nick just seeming to have that speed down the straight. Can Miko get the move done? He does, as I say that. The DRS helping massively down this straight. Lovely lines there by the 4, just in sync with one another. Battle for 6th. Notorious is starting to pull out a gap over Jack. Rye has slipped back and he's got damage. He's got to be pitting now. He must. He's lost his end plates on both sides. He keeps going. The Red Bull driver is going to be costing himself, 2 seconds on Jack that lap alone, and he's just lost his second end plate. When does he choose to pair? He's on the mediums. The hards would go the distance, but Notorious now looking to catch up Grimmy. He wants that 5th. Wow, this battle here is incredible. Whoa, Big D having to lock up heavy there to avoid contact. Some amazing racing here around the streets of Las Vegas. Nick defending heavy into turn 15. And Amph saves it, just avoiding the barrier. Big D, has he got damage? Let's have a look. But Nat now opens it up. No, he does not. Does Amph, or was that just a slip? Let's have a look as we come down towards turn 18. But has this just brought Grimmy back into contention? He has got a little bit of time to gain, but I'm not seeing any damage on that Aston Martin. It's closing, but this definitely the battle to watch. A few gaps down the field, but this is the battle. This is the DRS train. The only drivers in DRS at the moment, Big D and Nick. Range of the drivers ahead of him. Lap 7 of 25 here in the Senna division, and well, Amp slipping back. Can he get back onto this battle? He's going to be determined to make up for that earlier mistake. Nice line there, very slidey, but keeps it together. Has he gained time through that sector? He has. He's close. He's gonna have a little bit of dirty air, but not as much as say Big D ahead of him, who's got that Mercedes defending heavy. So we come into turn 15, and Amph, very aggressive line, but he is back on this DRS train. The Aston Martin driver right back on it now, just one lap later after that huge coming out of that. I don't want to call it a lock up. It wasn't a lock up. It was just a huge. I don't even know what word to utilise for that, but the Mercedes swapping place once again. Huge slip out. And Big D's in the barrier, and he's out of this race. That's got to be a safety car. That is a safety car. Oh, that was close, but Nick, his teammate's going to be double stacking and could drop to fifth. Big D is going to be good. A 10-second penalty for Miko. Oh my God, Miko was first less than half a minute ago. Now he's got a 10-second penalty to his name and is having to double stack behind his teammate. This is going to destroy the Mercedes driver's race. Is this going to be served in the pits? No, it's not. It's going to be added to his time. Oh my goodness. This Big D coming out of turn 16 and just lost it. Too heavy on the throttle like Amph did the lap before, but was unable to save it into the barrier. Race over. And now it's all over the place. But the likes of Convicted Wolf, Mushroom Kingdom and Janudi are going to be elated for that opportunity to catch up, get back onto the pack, and hopefully some good battling to come on now. Let's look at this now. This lead is different. Nick is in first, has been battling for the lead throughout the race. Amph is up to second, Grimmy in third, Notorious fourth, Miko had to double stack, has dropped from second to fifth, Jack in the Heart in sixth, Ryan seventh, Rotty in eighth, Tin Man ninth, Todger 10th. He would not have been double stacking. I think there was quite a gap there between him and his teammate. So the only driver having to double stack was the Mercedes driver of Miko, who not just that gets that 10-second penalty for that collision with Amph, which if another safety car comes, can pit, get onto say a set of mediums or softs depending when, get rid of that penalty. But otherwise the Mercedes driver is going to be livid, absolutely livid, and will want to make up for that. Imagine we will be getting going at the end of the next lap, guys, so I'm just going to take a couple of minutes break before we resume what I imagine at the end of lap 9 of 25 here at Las Vegas. would appear my prediction to be wrong. It looks like we're going to have another lap of safety car, so that's surprising. Or are we? I'm not sure actually. Yes, we are. Okay. So, lap 10 we will be getting going again at the end of lap 10. Excuse me, guys. So, let's have a look at the tyres everyone's going to be wearing for the rest of the way. We've got Audi on 2-lap-old mediums, Convicted Wolf on 5-lap-old mediums. I don't see them going a distance, so I think he's banking on another safety car. Everyone else on mediums. Tin Man on 8-lap-old hards. I think he made the right choice there, but those tyres will be screaming at him come the end of the race. There we are. I was wondering, that is a late call for the safety car, but now it has been declared safety car is in this lap. We're gonna be on board with Amph to see how he responds to Nick's relaunch. And does Nick pedal to the metal? Hammer time. Getting a bit of lag here, guys. I do apologise, but Nick is leaving it late. Nick has gone and Amph has responded excellently. This is looking like it could be a decent battle. Miko on the outside of Notorious. Into turn 1. There it is. No changes in position. Nick has held off Amph. Grimmy has held with them. Didn't see any changes in positions through the first few turns. But Miko on the inside of Notorious. Not a single track limits penalty yet. We're on lap 11 of 25. We have been under safety car for 3 full laps, but some very high quality racing here in the Senna division of the Full Gas Racing League this Sunday evening. Let's see a bit of a gap opening up between Jack and Rye in 6th and 7th. These top 6 with one another, and we've got Grimmy and Amph battling. Grimmy gets the move done on Amph, up to 2nd in the Williams. Rotty and Rye are battling. And we've got the McLaren as well. Tin Man coming through on Rye. What a move there by the Mercedes driver. Taking advantage of that battle between Rye and Rotty, who is now screaming towards this DRS train, which will kick in just a moment. Top 6. Nick still holding the lead Will that be the case at the end of lap 12? We will see. The Mercedes driver with Harbour and Grimmy having a look up the inside. Nope, just little peep. A twist with a 3-second penalty for track limits, as I said last lap. Rotti now 1.3 seconds ahead of Rai. Rai's going to be at the mercy of Todged and Shinudi if he can't get back within that DRS second. Jack taking a very interesting line there, and there was definitely a bit of contact with Nigerius. Any wing damage? Nope. But convicted Wolf, Todged, it looks like Todged around, down to 13th. And Grimmy on the outside of Nick. Nick closing the door there to Amp very quickly. And Grimmy now leading this race in the Williams. Shinudi getting past Rai, and it looks like Tin Man could be joining. Nope, Rai and Shinudi battling Tin Man in with this as well. And Mushroom Kingdom catching on to back of his Rai, a little bit loose out of turn 3 there. Is that going to give Shinudi the opportunity to take it into turn 4? They're both harvesting DRS wing open for Shinudi, but no, he does not. He's holding off. So, but this battle for first is hotting up. Just a second between the top 4. 2 Mercedes in second and fourth, Amphib third, and Grimmy currently leading in first. But as we've seen, so many overtakes on the back straight, the strip. And well, that was a very aggressive line there from Amph. He is taking some wide lines, and they really stand out in his camera views. So Grimmy has worked his way up from third to first after the restart. We've got Todged and Convicted Wolf battling at the back of the grid for 12th and 13th. Mushroom Kingdom and his brother. Right, there's a huge DRS train, and we're going to watch that in just a sec. Rai, Shinudi, Tin Man, Mushroom Kingdom. Shinudi gets the move done. Can he now start to progress towards Rotti now? Grimmy. Look at this wowzer now. I thought we were going to go 3 wide road into turn 1. Amp now up to second. Grimmy down to third. Is Grimmy down to third? Yes, he is right now. But very different lines from the Mercedes driver and Grimmy and Amp. Kamiko. Are we going 3 wide into turn 4? No, we're not. Okay. But this is allowing Nick to pull out a bit of a lead. He's now got 8 temps over Amp. Can he start to utilise that ERS and get that second? This is his opportunity. I feel like this is his opportunity to take the cap. These 2 corners are going to make or break. 9.5 tenths. He's gaining it. But Amph is not allowing him that second. He does not want to lose the RS capability. He does, and Nick will pull away. Who's going to have it? It's tight. Amph has DRS, so the train stays top 6. We've got Rai, Tin Man, and Mushroom Kingdom all sticking to Gennady. Has Gennady caught up? Gennady is caught up with Rotti. I don't think he has DRS though. Yes, he does. So Gennady now on the back of Rotti. So this, we've got 2 huge DRS trains, the top 6 in the DRS train, and then 7th through 11th in a DRS train. Todged and Convicted Wolf also battling. Battles up and down the track, but Nick maintaining first. Amph just now a 10th behind. He was 9.5 tenths behind at the start of sector 3. That is how much the DRS is worth here. Other factors I'm sure came into play, but look at that difference. That was Nick's chance, I feel like. But we've got a top 6 in this DRS train, and Amph on the inside of Nick gets the move done into turn 4. All else remains unchanged in the top 6. Shinaldi with right on his tail. No error, no room for error here for the harsh driver, who is on the mediums. Fast compound, but are they going to go the distance is the question. He is going to stay within the capability of Rotti, who is falling back for Jack now. 4.2 seconds separating 6th and 7th. Even with this penalty, could Miko still come in the top 6? The gap between 6th and 7th is opening up, and this DRS train is helping push him along. Janudi. Now, right, Mushroom Kingdom and Tin Man have slipped off of the DRS train. Ginaldi getting past Rotti into turn 18, sorry. Gets the move done up to 7th. He's going to want to start to progress now 5 seconds behind his teammate, who is starting to slip off this DRS train. He's harvesting. Is this now the time to harvest, or does he need to push? He's got back in just, but he's going to... There's no damage to that house, nope. Rotti and Janudi battling through turn 1 and 2. But Jack has managed to stay on it. Doing a personal best is sector 1 as well, 9 thousandths up on his previous best. Oh wow. My connection lagged there, and I thought I saw about Jack about to go into the wall there. Glad that's not happening. So, heading down. We've still got Anthem first. Nick right on his tail, taking a very different line there through turn 14. And Nick is around, he's taking Grimmy with him. There's damage, but no safety car. So our championship leader is down. He is down to 10th. Grimmy down to 7th. They're going to have damage. Without a doubt there was a collision there. Grimmy has... yeah, he's got damage. Nick, has he got damage? Let's have a look at that Mercedes. Wow. It doesn't look like that the Mercedes has damage. Grimmy definitely does. He will be petting. Grimmy's in the wall. The Williams driver will have to pit now. Nick able to continue up to 8th. We've got Jack and Miko also in the pits. There's a lot of damage there caused by that spin. And now we've got Anthem first. Notorious 2.6 seconds behind him. Shinaldi is up to 3rd. Basically our top 6 has been wiped out. Jack, Grimmy, Miko and Nick, who is up to 5th. Nick back up to 5th, so could be worse. He is closing in on Rotti, who's currently sitting 4th. Can the Alpine driver stick with Shinaldi and hold on to his 4th place, which will be an amazing achievement for the Alpine driver? I'm sure he'll be elated with that. There's a good gap down to Tin Man in 7th. But Jack, Grimmy, Miko all wiped out. Miko after 7, his 10-second penalty has come out in 12th, just behind Grimmy. 8 seconds down on Jack. Only driver right now with penalty being Notorious. 2.3 seconds behind Amph and closing. He is closing. The gap was 2.6 at the start of the lap. So we've got Nick on the inside of Rotti. Is he going to get moved on into turns 18? Yes, he does. Can he hold it through turn 18? Yes, he does. Rotti is going to come back at him. No, he's not just going to give his position to the championship leader. He's going to come back and battle. It's in the slipstream. Looks to the outside. That's a very ambitious line. There's contact with the barrier there for Rotti. Is there damage there to that front wing? No, there's not. It might be minor, but there's definitely connection there. Shinaldi dropping back 6.6. And he will be Nick's next target. Shinaldi is in the barrier. This won't bring out a safety car. This can't bring out a safety car, not after seeing what happened with Nick. But Shinaldi down, and he will have to pit. It is a virtual safety car. Rotti gets a 3-second penalty for track limits. Grimmy and Miko are pitting again. This is a virtual, yes. This is definitely, yeah. This is a virtual safety car. I'm not seeing a safety car on the track. No, So there must have been contact between Grimmy and Miko. Both, or are they pitting for the fastest lap? Maybe. And this goes from bad to worse for the Mercedes driver. He's got a drive-through penalty. A drive-through penalty on top of that 10-second penalty. But Nick is up to third. Now, Rotti right behind him. He's got he won't have. Will he have DRS? Yes, he will after a VSC. This race going from bad to worse for the Mercedes driver. Started in second, and now last with a drive-through penalty. Rotti gets the move done on Nick into turn 18. Does have that 3-second penalty, but even right now it's going to be good for fifth. Mushroom Kingdom up to fifth. Great recovery drive from the Red Bull driver. That earlier safety car really helping bring the pack back together again. But this is definitely a shake-up. Todged in 7th, Tin Man 6th, Ryan 8th. Notorious. The gap between him and Amph is staying steady. It is staying steady. Is there damage on Notorious's car? No, but I think after that qualifying performance, or lack thereof, he is going to be... if he finishes second today, having started in 15th, that is a good day at the office for the Kicks Alba driver. And I actually believe might be new to Senna or reserving, but he has got it looks like he's going to gain some serious points today for Aston Martin. And hopefully we'll see him be racing more in Senna. Is a regular in the Stewart division. It'd be great to see him more in Senna. And we've got 7 laps to go, including this one. Nick and Rotti still battling heavy. I'm loving this battle. This is the battle to watch. We've got Ryan Todged as well. Todged within DRS range. Can he? What sort of gap can? How much can he close the gap down this straight? It's closing 6/10. 5. Wow, it is coming down a tenth a second there. That was amazing. Now just 3/10 behind the Red Bull driver. Tin Man 5.5, driving a bit of a solo race, but going to be some good points for the McLaren driver today. And they'll need that with Big D having retired early on, bringing out the only full course safety car, the first safety car, which we've now had a VSC as well. So 6 laps to go, including this one. And for me, it's who is getting that final podium spot. Is it going to be Mushroom Kingdom, who's now got past Rotti as well? Or is it going to be Nick? Nick is now pulling away from these two. There's 9 attempts there. He needs to find another couple of attempts to get out of DRS range of these two. I think after that spin, Nick will be elated to take third. And he has he cleared it? I want to say yes. He has cleared it. So Nick now out of the DRS range of Mushroom Kingdom. And Rotti and Mushroom Kingdom will continue battling. I think Notorious, I think we've seen his comeback complete. I think unless Amph makes a mistake, and he hasn't yet today, it is going to be an inaugural win for Amph in Senna, and Notorious will come second. Commentator's curse, I hope not, but if nothing changed, I don't see Notorious gaining 5.6 seconds in 5 laps on Amph. So we've got Rotti and Mushroom Kingdom battling hard into turn 1. The Alpine driver holding off the Red Bull. We're also on board with this battle at the moment. Miko is closing in on Shinaldi in 11th. He does have that drive through to serve, which will put him down to the back of the grid. He might come out around about where Grimmy is, because he just has to drive through. He doesn't have to, it's like a 10-second stop go. So... Ooh, Mushroom King needs to save himself there. That was some quick reflexes from the Red Bull driver. But this has allowed Rotti to get 9 attempts over him. And what he needs that, he needs to now break this DRS train here. He's got the opportunity. Can he utilise it? Miko is in the pits, yep. Grimmy past, they're battling now. The guys that were previously running in the top 4 battling now for 12th. I'm surprised we've not seen a fastest lap from them. But 5 laps to go, that can all change. I don't think Mushroom King... No, he has lost the RS race now. Can Rotti push on? He needs 1.6 seconds over Mushroom Kingdom, and another turn wobble like that from Mushroom Kingdom could give Rotti that 4th place finish he's going to so desperately want here. Okay, who else we've got? Ryo closing in on Tim Man. Neither have penalties. Only 2 drivers with track limits penalties, Notorious and Rotti. Interesting. And 4 laps to go here in Senna. Oh no, it's this battle. Grimmy and Miko in sync with each other down the Vegas Strip. Grimmy's gonna get the move done on Miko. Yes, he is. And down into turn 18. I think my question is, which one of these 2 drivers is going to get the fastest lap? I think it's got to be one of them. Miko having a look up the inside into turn 20. No, thinks otherwise. Notorious with a bit of a push. He's now got 1.7. He's just 1.7 behind. Amph will need to... He will obviously need to pass Amph and gain 3 seconds, but he's pushing. He's pushing. And Mushroom Kingdom 2 seconds behind Rotti. Rotti going for it as well. He wants that 4th place. Yeah, let's stay on board with this battle. I know it's for the back, but this is a great battle. This is shaping up to be here. So, Grimmy... Have a look at the fastest lap right now. Currently with Anther 133.265. Wow. 6/10 faster than anyone fast. No, sorry. Yeah, 6/10. Jack L 133.817 is the next fastest lap. What are we looking at here for these 2? Can they improve on theirs or on the 134s? No, not right now. Miko either. Okay, so... once again, okay, so... Mushroom Kingdom has started to step up the pace, 1.8 to Rotti. So Rotti needing that about 1.2 seconds, 2.5 laps to go here. While it's not an on-track battle, it is a battle for sure. Nick clear of his 10 seconds behind Notorious, who is pushing. Nick just now needs to bring out home safely. I think we're definitely going to see a couple of incident reports, but something amazing stewards will be able to deal with. Nothing too sinister. So, not like Austin. Won't ever forget that. I want to say, I think that was Stewart though. That was Stewart, I believe. So, oh, Notorious now in DRS range of Amph. I mean, only 2 laps. I'm still going with Amph to win. But Notorious is closing that gap and he is now in DRS range. Mushroom King, has he made a mistake? 'Cause he's up 3 seconds behind Rotti. I'm not seeing damage to the front wing, I hope. Nope. But he's definitely made an error. He's now 3 seconds behind Rotti. Rotti's got that gap. He needs now, it's time for the Alpine driver to push. This battle is hotting up here. Rinaldi catching up to Convicted Wolf in these latter stages. Can he get the move off on the Alpine driver for 10th? Yep. And for a second I thought I saw Amph spinning out. Okay. I'm not enjoying this lag. Sorry guys, this is not about me. So, Notorious coming into sector 3. He will have DRS. It's 1 lap to go. But Notorious half a second up on his fastest lap, and he's going to have DRS now. With no traffic. Half a second. It's going to close in on Amph. I would not be surprised if he gets the fastest lap. on these hard tyres. The Kick Sauber driver. Is he about to get the fastest lap here? We're about to see. He's going to cross the line at any moment. And we're going to the last lap of the race here for the top two. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He lost it in the last sector. Did improve on his fastest lap, but did not get anywhere near that fastest lap of Amph. Amph's doing some good defending to ensure that. Rotti, 2.96 seconds between Rotti and Mushroom Kingdom. This is going to come down to the wire between them two. I don't think Rinaldi's got enough in the tank to catch up to Convicted Wolf in this last lap and a half for them. So we're going to sit on board of our leaders. Amph currently sitting very comfortably and fast. Doesn't need to do anything here. And may not even cross the finish line first, take the checker flag, but he will more than not take the win. Unless there's an error. But it's been a stellar drive here from the Aston Martin driver. And as we head down the strip, the last time for our two leaders, who will take the two top spots on the podium. Nick nowhere close, unfortunately. But Rotti is pulling out. It's going to be 3.4 for Rotti now on Mushroom Kingdom. Notorious does get the move done. He will take the checker flag. But Amph is going to take the win here at Las Vegas in the Senna division. And the two crossing the line, 36,000 separated. What a way to finish this race. Great respect between the two drivers. The podium finisher. Nick will take third. Rotti, an incredible performance here. Gonna cross the line, take fourth. Mushroom Kingdom 4.5 behind to take fifth. Tin Man sixth, I think one of his best results this season. Now Rai in the second Red Bull, seventh. Todgert will come across the line in 8th. Jack in 9th. Rinaldi getting a 3-second penalty for track limits, so even though he did catch up with the Convicted Wolf, wasn't enough. He's got that 3-second penalty as well. So Convicted Wolf will take 10th. Rinaldi 11th. And down our two previous top drivers. Coming through turn 18 and 19 for the last time. And it's going to be Miko over Grimmy for 12th. He's got wing damage. He won't care. Last lap. Done. And that is round 8 of the Senna division at Las Vegas concluded. And Rotti, I'm not surprised you are bleeping buzzing. Well done on that 4th place. Well done. And well done to all of our drivers. That was a challenging race. We had some big crashes, some huge incidences. No foul play, but racing incidences in my eyes. But there we go. There is our podium. And it's an all-English podium. Amph on the top spot. Arteria second. Nick third. Nick will have that. Will extend his championship lead over Grimmy. Big D, Convicted Wolf. Not a great day at the office for Big Convicted Wolf, but he will be happy to take home some points. And Nick extending his lead at the top of the championship. It's been a great race. Well done to all the drivers. We will round off the standings once again. Amph in first, Notorious second, Nick third, Rotti fourth, Mushroom Kingdom fifth, Tin Man 6th, Ryan 7th, Todgert 8th, Jack in 9th, Convicted Wolf in 10th, Rinaldi in 11th, Miko in 12th, and Grimmy finishing off the last of our classified finishers in 13th. Our retirements today, Big D and Thomas Jones. Guys, that is my stream for tonight. I'm afraid, like I said, I won't be with you guys next week. I'm hoping to be back in 2 weeks. Until then, guys, take care of yourselves and one another and keep rocking this amazing community. Congratulations to our winner today, Amph, and to all of our finishers. Have a great night, guys. Take care.